Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. As the title indicates, this is an unboxing of this Singer sewing machine that I recently purchased. Now, I was in the market for a new sewing machine. I have this old Brother sewing machine, which is great. It works fine, aside from one little part where the thread seems to snag after some time, which is kind of annoying. But I've had this machine, the Brother, for like 20 years. I got an old Singer from my grandmother, and then somehow the fabric pull portion of that sewing machine kind of went. I kind of want to see about possibly fixing it, but in the meantime I went back to the Brother. I have it sitting right over here, but I'm going to pass that one down to my daughter so she can start getting into sewing. And I wanted to get myself something newer, something a little more powerful, I guess you could say, or just different, because I've been working with that machine for so long. I just thought it was a good time to get myself something new. So I went to Joann initially because I figured, okay, they're going out of business, there will be a good sale. But when I looked up the model, which is 6380M, HD6380M, heavy duty, I found this very same sewing machine on Amazon. This is already a better deal than the sale price over there. I could just go ahead and order it on Amazon. So I figured, let's just order it. I'll see how it works and I'll just go from there. So if you're interested in seeing what's all inside this box, then I hope you keep watching, and I am going to set it up. All right, so I'm gonna get right into this box. Again, this is the Singer HD6380M heavy duty, and it has a tray for like an extension on the tabletop. And I've only seen the model in person on the shelf at Joann. Didn't really get an up close look at it at all, so we'll see if it's worth keeping. I'm not opposed to returning things. I really don't like to return things, and I would hate to have to return something this huge, but I will if I have to. But I'm expecting good things because it's a Singer. Okay, so already, here we go. It has a nice handle. It's wrapped in some plastic and styrofoam for added protection. It has an instruction manual, a little bag. Oh, a little cover to cover it from getting dusty. Just the styrofoam pieces. And then this little pouch with some accessories in it. And then the rest of the box is empty. Let's take off these styrofoam pieces. And then in here, yes, this is the extended tray. And that is all that's in there. So the tray has legs on it. And this is what it looks like. And it just sits right on the table like so. And then it just get into this. So let's see if I can bring you a little. And under here we have the presser foot, or the pedal. Okay, so there's some instructions that come in here. The instructions are written poorly, but it just explains how to connect the electrical outlet and the pedal. So those cords are both, of course, included here. So just a standard pedal, standard outlet source for the pedal, and then of course the cord. And it plugs in right here on the side, and then this is the on-off switch right above it. Plugs in like so. And then there's no actual instruction manual. I thought this was the full manual, but it's not. It's actually just the manual for how to thread the machine and to wind the bobbin and to put the extending tray in. So those instructions are included here and here. And then if you want the full instruction manual, you have to go to the website, which is manuals.singer.com. So I'm gonna go and take the brother machine away and put this one in its place, and then I'm gonna thread the machine and follow the instructions to do that. And when I do that, I'll also share with you all what's in here in the accessory bag. So I just showed some up close parts of the machine, and this is the tray that I just slid off of there, and now I'm going to add this tray. And it has these little extending pieces right here that slip in to the spaces right here, and then there's spaces in here that these two pieces slip into. They do have twist knobs that come down to like give it some more stability. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, all the little feet are out, and this is how they look. Now I'm going to take this off, and the tray just slides off like that, and there it is. So you don't have to keep adjusting. The legs can just stay like that. So I guess they just go in when it's being stored, but I'll leave these out and just put it to the side. And because I'm getting ready to thread the machine, I figured now would be a good time to look in the accessories pouch to see what is all included, because I'm pretty sure I'll need at least the bobbin. I have bobbins, but I want to see if there's anything in here that I might need for the actual setup of the threading. So there's some needles, some more needles, a little brush, and a seam picker. Some of these things I'm not gonna know. I'm pretty sure I might not know, but this looks like it is the buttonhole maker. Here's this little padding. This little cap, I don't know what that is. This piece here, once again, I don't know what this is. A little spool holder looks like. This little plastic piece. 3 clear plastic bobbins. I like the metal bobbins actually, so we'll see. This little tool here, and then there's this metal plate. And then we have some presser feet in here. Nice little assortment. I don't know what they all do, but they look pretty interesting. This one has a little measuring tool. This one I'm pretty sure is a zipper foot. I'm going to put this back on, and there's a little opening here where pretty sure I can keep some of these things, especially the little feet. But for now, I'll organize this a little bit later, but just wanted to show there's a little compartment here, a little space here that closes up. And then let us begin by threading the machine. And because the machine comes with the plastic bobbins, I'm just gonna go ahead and use it until I get more familiar. So I'll take one of those out. This knob in the back lifts the presser foot and lowers it. And there's a little tab right here. This pops open the little tray, and that comes right off. And there's actually a bobbin already in there. Remove that. And we need this. This is going to cap off the thread spool along this little piece here. And then the thread goes on to here, like so. And then this piece gets added to this to hold it down. Thread goes through this little piece here, and then it goes around this little metal piece. And then it goes in through the bobbin hole through there, and then out the top, and then it snaps onto this, and then push that over. And now I'm going to press on the pedal underneath to wind the bobbin. Okay, and it started to stutter, so that's when I know it's full. And just lift it right off, and then snip it. And now I'm just left with a full bobbin. And I'll come back down here to set it in place. Okay, so with the bobbin facing this way with the string hanging down on the left side, I'm going to place this into the little space there. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a little indent right there, and then there's another indent right here. I'm going to put this in, drop it down. The thread has to go in through the first indent here, over, and then out through this one. And then I'm just going to put the cap back on. And now we're back up to the top to actually thread the machine. And it goes the same way, so I'm going to lift up this little spring that was holding it down when I was winding the bobbin to release that. And now the thread still needs to go through this same little clamp here, but the next thing it's going to do is go around this piece here, this little silver piece right here. Then it's going to come down this way, and it actually has numbers. So number 1, second step goes through here, third step comes down, fourth step it goes down around this piece here, and it comes up and goes through number 5, which is this lever, and then it comes down this way. And then way under here there's a little metal piece. This goes around that, and then there's a little piece right on here. It needs to tuck underneath that. So there, it's behind there now. Then it's saying to lower the presser foot. So now it's down. So apparently this piece comes down and this threads the machine. You wrap this around here and then pull it through. Oh, there it is. It did work. And then let the lever go. The thread has gone through the needle. Okay, very interesting. So it's threaded now. And now all we have to do is just press the pedal a couple of times to pull the thread up. And then let it catch. And pull it through like so until it comes out. And there the machine is threaded. Very interesting. So it has that option to use the threader, which is very easy to use. I did not think I would be able to do that so quickly, but it's easy. We have the tension knob here, needle position, and then the width of the thread. This is the thread length, and this is the stitch type. And then this is the reverse button to make the stitch go back the other way. But this, oh, and then this, I'm not exactly sure. The manual will give you all the rest of the details, but this has been the unboxing and everything, the setup of this. And because the feature, the beneficial feature is this little tray, I think I'm just going to keep that on for now. And I'm ready for my first sewing project. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.